I was watching the Coach JB show the other day, and he had some guests on, and he was talking about college football and how it's ruined right now. And Coach JB and a guy named Tyler Siskey, and then Steve Kim also says this, that the portal ruined college football. And because Coach JB always saying you're thinking micro, I'm thinking macro, and I have that feeling right now that he's thinking micro about this because I've heard him talk about the NIL. I've heard him talk about the transfer portal and how he talks to a lot of people, and he always brings up that in the portal the first thing they ask is how much money am I going to get. If the NIL wasn't like it is now, there'd be a lot less in the transfer portal because it would simply be about playing time. That would be the first question. How much playing time am I going to get, coach? If it was just they had rules, regulations, stuff like that. That's what it would be. But because of NIL and how it's not really true NIL, it's pay to play, that guys are just running around chasing paychecks as 19-year-olds. So the portal would not be what it is if they didn't have NIL the way it is. So I just feel like Coach JB is thinking very micro about saying it's the portal, it's the portal, it's the portal, them jumping around. Well, what is the motivation to jump around? Money. The portal does not give you money. It's NIL that gives you money. So it has to be the NIL that's the true rot of college football and college sports in general. Because the transfer portal, I think it would be just a small fraction if we had rules set in for the NIL. It would be totally different. You wouldn't even have to set rules for the portal if NIL had its rules, regulations, and we change stuff. Or they change stuff, whatever. And I said earlier, it's hard to watch college football anymore because they're just professional athletes that aren't as good. Like, I've always hated the moniker student athlete. Even 10, 15, 20 years ago, I hated it. Student athlete. No, you're not. You're an athlete student because you miss classes, work, and all that stuff for your sport. If you were a student athlete, school would come first, and then you would go around school to play your sport. But that's not the case. School revolves around the sport. So it's not student athlete. It never has been. At least not in a long, long while. Even long before they were getting paid. It was not student athlete. There was nothing studious about them. It was all athletics. That's what it was about. Number one. So that'd be really cool if Coach JB saw this and really thought about it, because I think he might agree with what I have to say if he really thinks about it. Because he's talked time and time again. First question those kids ask, how much money can I make? How much money can I make? There's a reason why greed is the root of all evil. And the transfer portal is just a symptom of the root cause, which is money.